Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 99 until I'm a YouTube millionaire. One more day to 100. I figured I've been, like I tell you, watch Bailey Schilbach pretty routinely, like all of her new videos. I watch them all because it's very interesting. She's got a great mind, and I love her perspectives. They're fantastic. But I have an idea. Maybe I can do kind of a semi-response to the videos that she posts. She posts about half the frequency I do, so she posts once every other day is what it looks like. But she posted one that was pretty straightforward in terms of how one might respond just yesterday. Basically, how to step in your power. That was the title of the video. She went through 7 points on ways to do that. And I'm going to give a little bit of my own response. So the first one, who you are. Know who you are. Learn who you are. This kind of ties into what I was saying in my last video, how you are, whether you're Dr. Manhattan or you're just a regular person, you are one of one. This is true. Period. End of story. You have to have enough confidence in yourself to see that you actually have value and that maybe you should step into that, accept it, have enough confidence to find somebody special, to have children, with whom to have children, continue your legacy, that such a thing is of value. Because like I've said in other videos of mine, we don't actually know how legacy works in the grand scale of infinite time and nonlinear time. It could very well be that our future descendants can pierce the veil of their past with the advanced time-traveling technology that they no doubt have a billion years from now, and give you little drip, drip, drip whispers of what exactly to do in your current life to make it a little bit less painful and a little bit more fruitful for their generations, very distant in the future. So your descendants actually are what are bringing you to the future, along with your reaction to the adversities that you face in your day-to-day life. That reaction, the better it is, the more progeny you perhaps have, the better their lives are in the future. So stepping into accepting who you are and that it is actually valuable. What you want is number 2 that she was talking about. Know what you want in life. Seems pretty straightforward. In the previous video that I had posted, basically my top 3 values was again a response to hers, in that, well, she actually states in her video what those top 3 values are, the last one and the one before it. Mine are, of course, God, family, vocation, aligned with the biblical virtues or the biblical hierarchy of importance, because God has to come first, which is love. And the reason that comes first is because God, which is love, if you truly are to love, you are to be your brother's keeper, to protect and serve the human family. And as a result, you are going to put the priority of their existence and persistence above your own personal self-interest. You don't want to be George Soros. You want to be the saints or the apostles, that all but one of them were unalived for their faith. Or I was watching a video of Tucker Carlson. I forget who he was talking to, but there were 21 Christians that had been taken by ISIS, I believe it was, a few years back, and they had been tortured and basically treated like human garbage for several years and refused to renounce their faith in Jesus. and died for that. And while they were doing that, while the ISIS terrorists were doing that to them, they literally said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do," to their faces. Reminding me of what happened with Bill Gates when he got pied in the face by that doofus back in the 80s. That guy shouldn't have pied him in the face. It was just stupid. It was messed up. And then number 3, be willing to piss people off. Now, I'm going to go through probably half of these in this video, because if I were to go through all of them, it would probably be a 30-minute video. And I could do that, but it's best to keep these chopped down into 10 to 15 minutes so that you guys don't get worn out by it. It's a lot of stuff that I'm giving you. She also had another great idea, by the way, to write out in essay format the script for the video. And I'm considering formalizing that to an extra degree in the near future when my channel gets to a sufficient size to make it economically and temporally viable. I have to invest my time and energy in things that are getting me returns. So, but that's aside. Piss people off. Be willing to piss people off. The stuff that I was talking about, or have been talking about routinely, about multiple relationships and all that, again, not being something that I want, but something that I'm willing to accept if I need to, being tied into who you are and the critical importance of who you are. If you are Dr. Manhattan and there's only one of you, you need to have more of you. So go forth and conquer like King Solomon. C'est la vie. Or if you're just a standard, regular human being. If you're like Elon Musk, it's not quite standard. It's a little bit unorthodox. His intelligence, having an IQ of around 175 is what I guess. He's probably, 175 is 5 standard deviations above the norm. If you do the statistical analysis of that, it puts him about 1 in 2 million is how rare his intelligence is. And therefore, if you want to do the same thing for the number of children he should have, 2 children is a standard deviation away from the norm. Okay? So 2 times 5 would mean 10 children, but you can go up exponentially with that. Maybe instead of it being 10 children, it's 10 partners. I don't know. We're on completely untread territory here, using mathematics and probabilities and stuff like that we would have never thought to use in situations like this. But we are in a different era in human history right now. And we know so little that we have to poke and prod around to see what works and what doesn't. Sometimes we'll fuck up. Sometimes we'll get something right. So, yeah. Honestly, I think what he is doing, Elon Musk, with children, I think he should have a lot more. I'm just saying, I think he should. Especially if he actually has the means and desire and will to truly take care of them in the way they deserve. And he has stated that he does. Wants to move them all to a compound in Texas, a palatial estate. All right, and number 4, use your voice. That's attached to making videos and stuff like this. Communication. Communication is key, because you could have all of the most valuable things to say that humanity has ever known. But if nobody knows what those things are, if nobody knows you exist, what's the point? So if you don't actually try to propagate, proliferate those ideas using your voice, then there is no point to it. If you're given great gifts, you must actually utilize them, apply them. I have been given great gifts with things in my life, even though I dealt with a lot of crap earlier on in my life with very evil people that were legitimately trying to destroy me. At the same time, it was almost as if God knew, which he did, that these things were going to happen, and he front-loaded everything in my life so that I could at least have those good experiences, experience everything that there was amazing about being a human being. The miracle of flight, military discipline, traveling the world, and I got all that. I did. I really did, and I'm super stoked that I at least got to experience it. Yeah. Just because I can't do that now doesn't mean that the experiences of the past where I actually got to do those things is invalidated. It actually highlights it in importance because we live such ephemeral lives. We don't live forever. Front load those things. When you're healthiest, I can hardly walk now, but back then I was spry as a chicken. To say anything else, you can truly sink your teeth into those experiences. Okay, so that's going to be it for this one. I think I'll actually continue with the rest of these for the next video, because I'm enjoying this. This might be something that we can do. Yeah. I don't want to kind of put any uncomfortable pressure on Bailey or anything, but I enjoy this. It's pretty nifty. All right, guys. That's it for today. Love y'all. Peace.